Good day. I'm back with another mega physical media haul video for you all. This is my October movie haul where I show off the 4Ks, Blu-rays, DVDs, collections, box sets, steelbooks, everything I picked up in the month of October. I show it off to you right now, give you my thoughts and recommendations on every single title there so you can help make some better buying collecting decisions in the future. And we just have a great time talking them movies. So first, if you love physical media just like me and talking about them amazing movies, you are in the right spot. Go ahead and mega smash that like and subscribe. That way stay entertained and up to date on all the latest physical media topics. And leave in the comments below what titles did you pick up in the month of October. So now let's get into the list of bangers here. Of course, leave in the comments below what were some of your favorite pickups for the month of October. But first up, we're going to have a movie from my childhood. We got to have Small Soldiers on Blu-ray. This is just as fun as I remember it was. We got the Commando Elite Soldiers versus the Gorgonite Monsters. Got a young Kirsten Dunst in this movie, and it's just super entertaining for the whole family. You got a banging soundtrack in here, some really cool action moments with these toys attacking each other. It is just a awesome time. So I had to pick this one up finally. Next up, we are going to have Titanic on 4K. Had to pick this up when it got discounted in the Prime Day sale. Have not yet watched the 4K Ultra HD disc, but I can't wait to do so. It's just a long movie, so I got to plan a day around it. But of course, it's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's a romance film. It's a blockbuster disaster movie. You got Leonardo DiCaprio. You got Kate Winslet in here. Just excellent performances all around. So this is a masterpiece. I just have to watch it again in 4K. All right, next up, we're going to have Glory 4K Steelbook. Oh, just joking. No, sorry. This is the Stardust Steelbook. I have Glory in here as well. But the Stardust 4K Steelbook, I absolutely love this movie. It's a fantasy fairy tale for adults. Kind of reminds me a little bit about like The Princess Bride. But this movie looked great in 4K, sounded excellent. Really cool steelbook. Had to pick it up when it finally got discounted. I just love the cover art right here. Very, very cool. So yeah, enjoyed Stardust. I think it's an underrated film in my opinion. All right, next up we are going to have finally, Glory! Yes, of course. This was an awesome historical movie. My first time watch, it was a blind buy, but totally worth it. You just had great acting talent here with like Matthew Broderick and just so many more. But I really enjoyed this one, showing a perspective on the Civil War with African American soldiers and how they played a vital part to the Civil War. So that was really cool. I'm a big historical fan. I thought this movie had great special features as well, and I just really enjoyed this one. So if you're into war movies, Glory is a must-have, and it looked and sounded great on 4K. Definitely some intense Civil War action moments there. All right, next up, we are going to have Baby Driver. I absolutely love this action blockbuster crime drama thriller, however you want to call it. It's just an awesome movie. It's edge of your seat watching and just probably one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard in a movie. You could just listen to this movie on repeat and have a great time. So very thrilling. I highly recommend checking this one out. It's just so good. All right, next up, we are going to have The Departed. And I haven't even opened this one, but it got discounted in the Prime Day sale. And you got Matt Damon, and of course, all these other amazing acting talent in here with Jack Nicholson and Leonardo DiCaprio and Mark Wahlberg. And it's just a great crime drama, very intense, very thrilling. I can't wait to watch it again in 4K. I'm hoping it's going to look and sound amazing. All right, next up, we are going to have Double Jeopardy from the Paramount Presents line. This is a great kind of crime thriller mystery. You got Tommy Lee Jones in here. It's edge of your seat, a lot of twists and turns, keeps you guessing the whole time. So I really enjoyed my blind buy of this one, and it got super cheap and discounted. I hope you guys were watching my sales videos on this one and picked this one up. It's just such a great deal with a boutique label. It's just awesome. All right, next up, we are going to have Tammy and the T-Rex from the Vinegar Syndrome sale. Basically a horror comedy slasher movie with a animatronic T-Rex that has a human brain transferred into it. Some weirdness like that with Denise Richards in the lead role. A little bit of a romance in there too. It gets goofy, but it's totally campy, cheesy, fun. I enjoyed it for what it was, and the Blu-ray got super cheap. It was like a third of the price of the 4K. I could not resist at that point. All right, next up we are going to have I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. I had to go back and rewatch this franchise because they have a new movie coming out to the franchise in the summer, I believe. And this movie was excellent for a slasher. Probably not as great as the first one, but it's still very solid. And I just really enjoyed getting the Slippy with it still. It got super cheap and discounted. I didn't even know it came with a slipcover, and it still came with a slipcover all those months later. That is just an awesome deal. So if you're a Slash fan, gotta have this franchise, and I enjoyed it overall. All right, next up, we are going to have In and Out, a Kino Lorber title. It's a comedy, and I saw the trailer for this one. And I just thought it was going to be a fun, good time, and it was. And of course, you got social commentary in there, but I enjoyed the way the story was told. So I had a good time, definitely, just as a good kind of comedy film. It was just really, really enjoyable. All right, next up, we are going to have Cutting Class. Yes, the MVD Laserdisc Rewind kind of selection here. And this has a young Brad Pitt in it. Of course, it's horror, campy, 80s cheese slasher movie. So you know what you get with this one. It's pretty low budget. But for what it was, I could appreciate it. And they did a great job on this release. Tons of special features and really good interviews. So I enjoyed my movie watching experience with this one overall. All right, next up, we are going to have The Indian in the Cupboard, another movie from my childhood. I had to check this one out because I had fond memories of this one. You basically have these toys that go into a cupboard, right? Indian and cowboy, and then they come alive and they battle and fight with each other. So I'm sure there's some kind of social commentary there, but I just enjoyed this as a family movie. So really appreciated having this one in the collection again. And it was a big upgrade from the VHS. I can say that at the very least. All right, next up, some more Vinegar Syndrome titles here, but these are some big boxes right here. And we're going to have Little Darlings. This movie was awesome. If you love coming of age stories, you're going to really like this one. It's kind of a raunchy comedy, but it's not hardcore R or anything like that. I actually think it's a PG rating, so it's fairly tame, but I think a lot of people would get something out of this movie. Kind of like it's a summer camp movie with these young ladies, I guess, just getting into all sorts of shenanigans. So I enjoyed this one overall. Vinegar Syndrome did a great job with this release, great packaging, tons of great special features and interviews I really enjoyed. So just made it a really pleasant movie watching experience. All right, next up, we're going to have another Vinegar Syndrome, and the most beautiful artwork on this, of course. But yeah, you got to have Sidekicks with Chuck Norris, a really fun kind of inspirational sports story mixed with some action, fantasy moments. It's a weird mixture of a movie from the 80s, but I just really liked it overall. It's very entertaining. It kind of reminded me of The Karate Kid a little bit. So you know what you get with this one, but Vinegar Syndrome did a beautiful job with the artwork inside and out. Tons of great special features, tons of great interviews. I just really enjoyed this one. So Sidekicks is an absolute must. Might be my favorite, or at least one of the top favorites of these last recent pickups. So just so good. And Vinegar Syndrome did a great job. So maybe they're winning me over just a little bit as a boutique label. But there we go. Those were all my pickups for the month. Like I said, there's tons of great sales and deals throughout the month, so I kind of picked and choose what I thought I was gonna like the most. But you guys are gonna have to let me know in the comments what were your favorites out of my pickups. What did you pick up that you absolutely enjoyed? If you haven't already, go ahead and mega smash that like and subscribe. That way you stay entertained and up to date on all future physical media haul videos, of course. And of course, if you love these kinds of topics, maybe you want to see me unbox and do a full in-depth review of any of these titles in the future, consider supporting the channel with high tier memberships to get some of those cool exclusive perks. But overall, we're just having a great time on the channel watching and talking them movies. And of course, you'll love this physical media topic. Go ahead and mega smash the next video right now. And thank you so much, my Mega membership supporters. If you love talking and collecting movies, consider joining the Mega League of Film Fans through memberships to support content creation while gaining access to perks like shoutouts, exclusive videos, and future topic choices.